Hello.
Hello, sir.
Let's get started. Coming up. Second. Yeah. Okay, you should be able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll continue to fill in the values. Okay, so date of joining. We'll put some random date. Okay, so let's say we put 11 Jan 2022. Okay, and I'm going to copy. I'm not going to drag. I'm copy and I'm going to paste it. Okay, so same date got copied here. Here, okay, I'll select. Okay, maybe I'll put something like 15 March 23. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to drag it. So see the difference between drag and copy paste. Copy paste, same values got copy pasted. When I did drag, it actually increased the values here. Then um, uh, we'll put some new date here. So let's say 10 Feb 24, 024 24. Okay, I'll copy and paste here. Okay, so this is date of joining. LOC ID. So how many locations we have? We have 8 locations. So I'm going to copy and paste randomly. I'm going to say rand int or rand, right? Rand or random between. Rand between 1, 8, right? So we have location ID 1 to 8. So randomly it will pick rand location ID 1 to 8. And I'm going to say control paste as values here, right? Okay. Designation. Okay. We'll create designation based on salary. So let's first create salary. Okay. A basic salary. Let's say basic salary ranges from, let's say basic salary ranges from, again, I'll use rand between Okay, ranges from, let's say, 35,000. Okay, or we'll make it 25. 25,000 to say 1,50,000. Okay. Okay. And bonus percentage, let's put Rand. Rand will generate values between 0 and 1, right? So this is the bonus percentage. And salary component would be basic salary plus basic salary into your bonus percentage, right? So this is the total salary. Okay, total salary cannot exceed more than 2 decimal places. So we will round it off to 2 decimal places. In fact, we can do round here itself. Okay, so round, okay, number and number of digits. So I say 2. So it got rounded off to 2 decimal places. Okay, and salary is this. Okay, and salary, we can base salary and this salary, right? We can format using currency converter. So right click, go to format cells, say currency, and let's say we do convert it into rupees. Same thing we'll do. Select the cell, right click, format cell, okay, currency. And this time let's put 2 decimal places. Okay. I'm going to save the file. So this is how this is bonus percentage, this is basic salary, and this is your salary. Now, we will fix these values. Okay. Salary is anyway calculated, so we don't have to, but this random values will fix it. So Control C, Control paste. So these values got fixed now, right? Okay. Now let's come at designation. So what we'll do, okay, we will put some range, okay, like 25 to 75, we'll say programmer. 75 to 1 lakh 10,000, okay, we'll say supervisor or team lead, okay, and more than 1 lakh 20,000 something, we'll say manager, okay.
Branch manager.
So here we are going to use conditions, just like we have conditions in other programming languages. In Excel also you have condition. So there are two conditions. There are two different types of doing it. One is called if, other is called ifs. So if I say equal to, that's how you give any formula, right? So if you type, there are 4 values: if error, if NA, ifs. So if error is, if there's an error, what to do? Okay. If NA is, if there is no value, okay, blank, well, then what to do? We're going to focus on if and if now, and we will do in one more exercise where we'll focus on ifs. Ifs, you can have multiple conditions, just like you have like in programming languages, if else, okay. But if has only one condition. So it's like, okay, let's do if here. So if first it is the logical test or the condition. So condition, what I'm saying is, if J2 is greater than equal to 1,20,000, let's say. Okay. If the value is greater than equal to 1,20,000, okay, then I'm going to say manager. Okay, manager, want to print it as a text, so I'm putting in quotation. So if has only 3 options: condition, what happens if it is true, and what happens if it is false. Okay, condition, which we have given, what happens if it is true, that we have just given, right? So we are saying that if it is true, then print manager. Now, what happens if it is false? What happens if it is not greater than 1,20,000? Yes, if salary is not greater than 1,20,000, then it will come to this place. Now, in this place, we have to deal with 2 more conditions. So I am saying here, if. Okay. if, okay, if what? What should we do here?
J2 less than or equal to 1,20,000.
Yes, so second condition, right? Bracket if, bracket open. So J2 greater than, let's say, 75,000. Correct? So I'm saying team lead. Or we'll simply put lead. Okay? And condition is, okay, so if this is also false, then you say programmer. This is for inner if, this is for outer if, close it. That's it. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So now I will simply double click on it. We have more managers, right? So, oh, because we added the bonus also, right? Okay, so let's do that. Okay, bonus is the salary that they get, but let's do this on basic salary, not on salary. So we'll convert J to H. Okay, we'll do it on salary. Bonus people we can get more or less, right? But we'll do on base salary. Okay. Yeah. So now you have more lead, less programmer. So maybe we'll increase this to maybe 95,000. Let's see. You should have more programmer, less lead, and even more less manager, right? I think now it looks quite good. Okay. So yeah. So let's say this is the condition we have applied. Okay. So designation is based on salary. Okay. We created that. Now location. So location ID we know. Okay. Location has to come from the location table. Okay. Based on the location ID. So we have something called as lookup. Okay. We have V lookup, H lookup, X lookup. X lookup we'll see in the next example. Here we'll focus on, say, V lookup. V lookup is vertical lookup. When your data is in vertical format, then we use V lookup. If data is in horizontal format, okay, then we use horizontal lookup. So let's first see how V lookup works. So V lookup, okay, here, right? So I'm going to say equal to V lookup. Okay. Look up what, which value? I need to look up this value because I need to get the corresponding location based on this location ID. So I'll say uh, uh, look up 8. Okay. So which is our F2. Okay. Next is table array. In which table array should we look up? Okay. So again, two things here I have to remember. First thing is the table array that you give, okay, the first column of the table array has to match to this value. Okay. The first column of the table array that we select should match to this. And second point you have to remember is the table array should include the column which value you want to print it here. Okay. So what I mean is this location ID is here. So I need to start table from here. Even if I had something before A, okay, I couldn't have selected that. So that's the problem with H lookup and V lookup. H lookup and V lookup, the first column or first row in case of H lookup should match to the lookout or lookup value. Okay. So lookup value has to be in that column or in that row. H lookup row, V lookup column. And the value should include. But in X lookup, it works little differently. Okay. So sometimes let's say if location was on left of A, okay, location ID was in C column and location, let's say, is in B column, then it would, we couldn't have used H lookup. Okay. But then we had to use X lookup. But luckily here the value is on the left side. Lookup value is the left side. So I can select from left side to right side. Okay. So I'll select this entire thing. Okay. And say comma. Okay. When you say comma now, so table is selected. Table is selected. Next is column index number. So which value you want to put? I want to put value from the second column. In the table that you selected, which column you want to put the value? So within the column, okay, within the table that you have selected, not the entire data. So within the table, it is second column. So I want data from second, the column number, right? Not employee. Okay, just 2. So you have already selected the table. Now I need to select 2. And if you want to have exact match, you will say false. Yes, I want to look for exact match, not approximate match. So false. And you hit enter. So see, it picked up 8 from the table and it displayed here. Now, if I double click on it, it should do it for all the values. Okay, great. But see, there's some NAs. What happened? See, here table we said A2 to B9, which works fine. But because of our reference rule, okay, when you copy here, the A2 has become A3 and B10. Okay, this has become A4 and B11. But in this case, we actually have to fix A2 to B9 because that's the value. Okay, that's the value of the table. We cannot extend beyond it. Isn't it? So we will go here and we will fix it. Okay, so how do we fix it? You put $sign or function F4. Function F4 shortcut. Or you put $sign. Now I'm going to click on it so that now you see A2 to B9 is fixed for all these values. It is not changing. So yes, we need to fix it in this case. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Good so far? You understood what we did?
Yes, sir.
Okay. On this, you should be able to, okay, you should be able to perform everything that we did in SQL. Every operation that we did in SQL, we should be able to do in Excel also. So give me some examples of problem statement that you could have done in what you could have done using SQL. Give me some examples of problem statement. 4, 5. We'll solve 5 problems. How many managers are there? Right? Give me one more problem statement. Who
How many
has
are
the
working in a single location?
highest bonus? Okay. What was that? Sorry, Pritam?
How many members are working in a single location?
So how many members in each location?
Yes.
How many members in each location? Okay. Few more. Count is done. This is done. Okay. Average salary for each designation. Okay. Let's have these 4 problems. If you can't give me 5th one, I will not take it. Okay. So let's start solving one by one. How many? Okay. So for how many, okay, let's do it here. Okay, we'll have our solution here. How many managers are there? How many is count? Okay, count will tell us how many. Okay, so count of this will give us, okay, if I do simply count equal to count. Okay, and if I do this, it will tell us how many values are there here. So you get 0 values. Why? Because it cannot count the text part. Okay. So one thing is it cannot count the text part. Second thing is we are counting everything doesn't help, right? We have to count only manager. Okay. So if you do count here, okay, and count is a 1. See, there are other values. It says count the number of cells in range that contains numbers. See the meaning? So it doesn't contain numbers here. So that's why I gave us 0. Okay, then you have count NA. Count the number of cells in a range that are not empty. So if your goal is to find non-empty cells, you have to use count A. Count A of this will tell us total values, 14. But that is also not what we want. Okay, we want count if. Now, see here we have only one condition, manager. So count if is what we want. If you had 2 conditions, okay, manager and location is Amirpet. So 2 conditions you're working on. Manager also as Amirpet. In that case, you would use count if. So let's have 5th one also. Okay, we'll say find the managers. Okay, how many managers at each location. Okay, we'll do that using count ifs. So count if is the range and criteria. What is the range? Okay, so range is this. And criteria is manager. Spelling should match. Okay, it is case sensitive. So now it tells us there are 2 managers. Yes, there are 2 managers, so we got 2 managers. Can we have little more managers or let it be? Okay, here we'll do 5th one. 5th one is total count of programmer at each location. Okay. Anyway, that's the intention, right? To learn. So count if in what? G2 to G15. In G2 to G15, tell me how many managers are there. So count will only look at numbers. Count A will look at all the values, numbers, text, everything, but not blank values. So even though you might have 100 values in that column, but if 50 are blank, well, you get only 50. NA will give you all blank values. If you want to find how many blank values are there, you can say count NA. NA means not available values. I'm looking for manager only. So count if condition. Count based on some condition. And more than one condition, we use count ifs. Okay. Now, who has the highest bonus? Who has the highest bonus? First, if you want to do the highest bonus, max. Max of this tells you 0.97. 0.97 is the highest value. Now, who has the highest value? How will I do it? Okay. Now, in this case, I have to use X lookup. So this is a value which I got. This is a lookup value. I need to look up for this value in this column and find value from this column, right? So I cannot create a table like this because this is the matching column, right? To use VLOOKUP, the name should have been here. Okay. So for now, let's do one thing. Let's take a name here. Then we will do VLOOKUP. Easily done. And then we will delete and then we will change it. Okay. So first you find the highest value. Then what? Function inside function. I need to do VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP for this value in this table. Correct? And column index is this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to look for fourth. And I need to look for exact match. You see, Virat, is it correct? Yes. You got Virat. Virat is the one that got the highest value. This is using VLOOKUP. Let's try using XLOOKUP. So let's say this name is not there, right? Then I have to use XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP, lookup value. Lookup value, max of this. So max of this will give us the lookup value. Look up this value in which array, not table. This is array. Array means one dimensional. I need to look up for this array. Okay. If it is found, then what? If it is found, then give me this. If it is not found, then you say not found. Your value is not found, right? Not found. Mode search exact. So you can give 0. Okay. Then you have search first to last or last to first. Now see, if there are two values, 0.97 at last also and before that also somewhere in between. So if you do first to last, it will pick the one which is there. See, this is going to return only one value. Even if you have 2, 3 people with same bonus, it is going to pick only one value. So if I do first to last, it will look from top to bottom. And wherever there is a match, it will stop. And if you do last to first, it will start from bottom to top. Okay, I'll say 1 first to last. You see, we got Virat. So if the name column was on right side of this bonus percentage, then we can use VLOOKUP. But in this case, we can't use VLOOKUP. Okay.
Sir, but the bonus percentage is different from bonus, right?
Bonus percentage is different from bonus, yes.
Yeah, when technically then the highest bonus would be for Kapil, right?
No, okay. So if you want to do that, of course you can do that. So in that case, max of bonus percentage into basic salary.
Yes.
Right? So instead of just saying max of I2 to I15, it would be this into this. Yes. So I'm looking at who has the maximum bonus percentage only.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Highest bonus. Or who got the highest bonus? Yes, you're right. Okay. Who got the highest bonus would be different. Okay. Then you can create one more column with bonus. And then calculate the bonus.
Okay.
So here my intention was who has the highest bonus percentage. Now, how many members in each location? So for this, you need to find first locations. Okay, I need to move this down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, right? I need to move because we have 8 locations, right? How many members? So I'll put one more here. So I'll say location and members. Okay. So now location. Location, I have to take the unique location. Now, how many members? COUNTIF. Right? COUNTIF. COUNTIF range. I can do it here itself. Any column you can do actually. So that any column we can do. Okay. So here location, right? So location. COUNTIF this. And criteria is Miapur. Miapur, no employees. Huh? Okay. We don't have any employees in Miyapur. So you get 0. Now I need to drag it down. So C1, C21 should become C22. But this array should not change, right? So I will fix it. I will fix it. And then I will just double click on it. So we can check it, right? So just do the total sum. So here you can see sum is count 8, sum is 14. So 8 locations, count is 8 matching. Sum 14. We have 14 names, right? 2 to 15, 14. So that's a way to check whether your formula has worked fine or not. Yeah. So this is how you got the members for each location. Counted. Right? Put some color here. Okay. Average salary for each designation. So now, again, I need to find there are three, right? I'll just copy and paste here. So this is designation, right? And average salary we want, right? Average salary. Okay. So find average salary, we have to do average. Okay. So let's first, do the designation. Manager, lead, programmer. So for count, we use count. For average, we will use average. Okay. And then again, there's a condition, right? So you will use average if. Average. And you see average if. One condition. Average if. Range criteria. Range salary. Right? Basic salary you want to do. So let's do basic salary. Okay. And then criteria. Criteria is, okay. Now, see, criteria, okay, will range, okay. So see, range is for criteria and average range is for average value. So H2 to H15 will be the third value. First, I'm saying find B managers. Find B managers. So G. Okay. Criteria in this case is manager. Now you give the average range value. You want to find average on basic salary. So first criteria, then what you want to do. So this is your average value here. Right? So I will fix both the range criteria and the average criteria, right? Both needs to be fixed. But the value should keep changing. Just double click on it. Okay, so this is average manager salary, this is average lead salary, programmer salary. If you want to include with percentage, you try on your own. Try this on you. Okay. Total count of programmer at each location. So we need location, members. Okay. So, so here count ifs, right? Only members, any members, count was found. Count if was okay. But now, okay, count ifs. Count ifs. See, criteria range 1, criteria 1. Criteria range 2, criteria 2. So first criteria is location should be Miyapur. I need to count this location. And the location should be Miyapur. And then second criteria range is designation. And since it is programmer, we can fix programmer, right? Programmer. So 0. Now this range has to be fixed. So this is the range for location, and location will keep changing, right? So C39 should be a reference, okay? It should change. And the programmer value fixed. Now double click on it. So see, if you look at total is 9. So somewhere here we have programmers, right? No, right? Okay, we have not counted, but yeah. So there are 9 programmers, right? Out of 14. So this is how you can have any number of condition, count ifs. So range, criteria, range, criteria, range, criteria. You can have any number of range and criteria here. Location, MIAPO, designation, programmer, salary less than 40,000, right? So again, you can have salary range, criteria less than 30,000. Okay, so you can build multiple criteria. All right. So today we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll take up another similar project and we will work on it. After that, I'll give you one assignment and then there are a few things, count ifs, and I'm looking to complete it by Friday. Okay, so I'll also be there. You all guys come. Okay, we'll finish it by Friday.
Okay.
Durga is waiting for you both for other topics. So I'll finish it by Friday.
Okay.
Okay. Take care, guys. We'll connect
Bye.
again. We'll share this. Okay. Bye.